It feels a little spring-like here in Calgary. Temperature today around +2, but tomorrow the forecast is -12 and snow. We're at the Saddle Dome for this year's Brier. This morning's third draw. 3 games on the ice, and let's start with Mark Keane from Ontario, from Fenelon Falls, as he plays Jean-Michel Menard and the former champions out of Quebec. Look at this, through the hole in the third. Quiet tap on that stoneback 8-foot to score 3, and Ontario would go on to win it 9-8, your final. Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs against Kevin Cooey in Alberta, and in the 9th they break it open as the Olympic gold medalist from Sochi will score 3. He wins it 9-5, and that hands Alberta a second straight loss. And Brad Gushue, Newfoundland and Labrador against Team Canada, and John Morris. After Morris, with his last rock and an extra end, just failed to tuck his stone in. That quiet tap will score 2 more, and the fist goes up, and Gushue wins his second and hands Team Canada and Morris their first loss. So we have at the top of the table early, after just 3 draws, Northern Ontario, and Newfoundland Labrador. And at the bottom, who would have ever thought you'd see Alberta and Manitoba still winless? And on this Sunday afternoon, you're going to have your choice again. First time ever multi-sheet coverage from here at the Brier. On TSN1, you'll be able to watch Newfoundland Labrador against Northwest Territories. That's with Brian and David. And we'll have Northern Ontario against BC on TSN4. All from the Brier here in Calgary. The runner-up in last year's Brier, British Columbia, now hoping to return to championship contending form, led by Jim Cotter. BC upended hometown favorites Alberta in dramatic fashion last night. In their way, Brad Jacobs at Northern Ontario. The 2013 Brier champions are one of the early favorites, and if they finish atop the competition, count them up, 2 championships in 3 years. Draw 4 at the Brier. And on this Sunday afternoon, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage from Calgary with Cheryl and Russ alongside. Yeah, they are a former champion. They wear that Olympic rings and gold medal very proudly, Northern Ontario, and they're handling it very well.
They are. I know it's early, but they look really comfortable out there where they're putting the broom and the weight selection that they're using. So against this BC team, I think do what you do best. They play with a lot of rocks in play, and they do it very well. And then if you get into any difficulty, use Ryan Fry's great run-back ability to bail.
Of course, last year, John Morris was part of that BC team with Jim Cotter. What a way to start. You look for a little confidence build, and they got it last night against Alberta.
Yeah, knocking off one of the favorites for sure, and with a spectacular double run back and sticks it in the extra end to beat Alberta by Jimmy Cotter. He makes all those big shots. You just got to give him a bit of room. But in today's game, it's Ryan against Ryan here. Can Ryan keep up with Ryan? Ryan Fry, 89%, top of the heap. Ryan Kuhn, albeit his first Brier game ever, the rookie was only 67. He's got to turn that around for BC to have a chance.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. Sunday afternoon from the Brier in Calgary. Brad Jacobs, all on its own. Pick it. Oh! Sideways. Brad Jacobs, run it back. Touchdown. Looking for a big end here. Jim Cotter, BC, bang, bang, move the ball, and there it is. Guards on the center line, and now back. Oh! Be taken into account, run it back, and no doubt, put him on the board.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best. And by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
We are making history at this year's Tim Hortons Brier. First time ever that you can have your choice of games on this Sunday afternoon. On sheet A, can Newfoundland Labrador make it 3 in a row? Brian and David have that for you. We have Northern Ontario against BC. So it's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Brad Jacobs, skip of Team Northern Ontario. Our lead is Ryan Harnden. Our second is EJ Harnden. Our third is Ryan Fry. And we curl out of Sioux Curlers Association in Sault Ste. Marie.
Hi, I'm Jim Cotter, skip of Team British Columbia. Lead, Rick Sawatsky. Second, Tyrell Griffith. Third, Ryan Kuhn. And we play out of the Vernon and Kelowna curling clubs.
So Northern Ontario, 2 straight wins. Cotter and BC coming off that win against Alberta. And Northern Ontario has won the draw to the button, and so they will have the last rock. They will have the hammer playing the Redstones, BC, the yellow, and to get us underway, Rick Sawatsky. And the hammer, that last rock, early in this Brier has, Cheryl, been a big advantage.
Well, it has. It was kind of surprising. We looked at the numbers, and of the 20 games so far this year at the Brier, the team that starts with hammer every game has won.
That's incredible. You know, you could believe that if the ice is dead straight, and the team with hammer can kind of run it out, but there's nowhere to hide on this beautiful surface, and that's quite a stat.
I know. And even 10 in games, I was shocked. I would maybe buy that on an 8 in game, but.
Good way. Clean. Yeah. Clean the whole way. Easy,
3
easy.
Ryans on the ice, but as you say, the Ryans to really watch are Ryan Fry for Northern Ontario at third against Ryan Kuhn for BC.
Ryan Fry's been so good for the last 3 or 4 years. He was good when he played with Gushu too, but that team didn't have as much success as this one. But I wouldn't suggest it's just his shot making that's helped this Northern Ontario team either. He just seems to be the glue in this team and the voice of reason once in a while when everybody gets under extreme pressure. And what an asset. I expect Ryan Kuhn to have a better game, though. He made a couple really key shots at the end of the game to pull off that victory against Alberta, but his numbers weren't as high as he would normally be. He's a great shot maker. I watched him right in my hometown in Moncton win the Canadian Junior.
Yeah, I think it was just maybe, first game jitters. He struggled mostly with his draws over his hits, and that can just sometimes be nerves overthrowing a little bit.
Walk into the Saddle Dome for your first Brier and you're playing Team Canada. There had to be a few nerves.
So this will be the matchup we watch. The 36-year-old Ryan Fry, the native of Winnipeg, against Ryan Kuhn, the WestJet pilot, in his first Brier appearance. As we say good afternoon, Kathy Gauthier.
Hey there. Well, I've talked to Ryan Kuhn before the game, and it's interesting because the last national championship for him was 2002, and that was the Canadian Juniors. And I said to him, what has been the biggest difference? And he said, you can prepare for the Brier like you couldn't before. He credits the Tour and especially the Canada Cup as giving him a chance to play in this big arena. But he also goes back to what he knows as a pilot, and that's going to be his line calling. It is making those split-second decisions. Maybe it's not the plan that you had in mind, but you deal with what you have and you move forward. That's an advantage that a lot of the thirds don't have.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. Cute to say, but it was a turbulent start for him yesterday, wasn't it? It was. I mean, it struggles, and we first time here, and I said this yesterday, it never gets old when you walk into this particular building or any building of this size and you see 10 to 12,000 people watching curling. I mean, you're going to be shaking just a little bit.
And to play Alberta right off the bat too, all eyeballs were on that game, and he'll get his landing gear down, Vic, and get it going.
Oh, gee. Here we go. Just leave us alone, Cheryl, okay? We'll just...
Seriously?
Yes, it
I'm
is.
not joining in.
It's very serious.
Now, we've been on this sheet before, our game, very first game Saturday afternoon, and there was a pronounced lean to this sheet right there. over curl is exactly what we watched a lot. Curving to the wall, which is on the left-hand side where Jimmy's standing. There was more curl from center to that wall than there was going the way Brad Jacobs is now. I'll have to keep an eye on that.
Well, and I think he can understand Brad Jacobs' 2-0 start. That's one of the things, and I think for any of the teams that are starting off well, is they're just figuring out the ice a little quicker than the other guy. You can't overthrow the, the back lines or anything, because they will run a lot straighter on you. So all that comes into play early in the week to get those wins.
It's not really curling, eh? No. Yeah, we're there. Pass there. No, not really. Attaboy.
Just a simple corner guard, lob it in over the hog line somewhere, throw the right turn, but all 4 members of the team watched that closely and they went, it's not really curling there, and that's exactly what we watched game number 1. Get a read.
Yeah! Hard! Hard! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Roll it, Ty.
I like what Ryan Kuhn said, though, to Kathy about, not second-guessing yourself in the house. You just have to go with your gut instinct on the calls. You can't think about it and then react. It's too late. So, and that's one thing I think you do in your first Brier in these big environments where you kind of overthink everything. So just go with what you know how to do.
Ryan Fry asking for less ice already. This gold medal team starting to figure it out, this slope to the sheet.
Clean. Clean. Line's good. Yep.
And that's exactly it, Russ. You come in knowing the shape of how, it'll curl more to the wings to the crowd side. It's a little bit straighter going to the sheets. It's always kind of get that in your mind of what the ice looks like.
We're really good.
Great shot.
Shot, right? Beauty. Good speed. Good swing.
Managed to make that curl in there beautifully.
Yep. Hard! Hard! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Trying to run this straight back.
Here's exactly what we talked about in the opening, Vic. Ryan has to make that first peel because all of a sudden he's looking at a buried rock.
Edge of butt. I think you could go hard.
Looking at a buried rock, and BC looking at a possible deuce here. They can keep them separated. As you take a look
Line's
at...
good. Line's good. Line's good.
We are against the boards here at the Saddle Dome, which is one of the oldest now remaining buildings in the NHL. In fact, both
Curling really hard. Come on.
the NHL arenas, this one and Edmonton, are 2 of the oldest. This one opened in the early 80s, 83 if I remember correctly. And you never know if in fact the floor is quite level.
Right.
And all those things that you have to deal with. There has been discussion about a new facility here. One of the things that they are bothered by here is the Saddle Dome is architecturally very good to look at, but because of the height of the ceiling, it does prevent certain shows with grandiose stages and lighting and all the rest that goes with them. They just can't get it in here. And so that's one of the reasons, Cheryl, we were chatting earlier about why there's been the discussion of building a new arena in Calgary.
No, and I'm hoping they end up going for a new arena and building something. I think there's been discussion of who pays and what the location would be, but eventually I think we're going to need it so that we can get some of those events here.
That red Ryan Fry free draw to the left-hand side of the sheet curled a good 6 feet.
Control there? Yeah, I like it.
And I like it. I like it being a little bit different, not absolutely, where you can turn the brain off and know where to put the broom for 10 ends. I love this surface. You can strategize. You can work the situation where you maybe leave the rock partly open on the straight side, or you know how to curl, or you throw up a corner guard. I would always throw a corner guard up on the crowd side in this sheet.
Yeah, use it to your advantage, those things that you know, or maybe you catch on before the opposition skip.
A belated congratulations to Brad and the wife Shauna. It was about a month ago that Camille was born, so congratulations to both of them.
Clean. Yep. 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 Right up. Right up, Hart. Right up. Right up. Right up, Hart. Right to it. Good. Oh, right. Beauty. Shot. Good sweep. Way was good.
Well, New Brunswick got off to a nice start yesterday with a win, but Quebec, this former champion, has dropped his first two, but Quebec sitting the two, and boy, are they spread out. Final stone on the way for New Brunswick's Jeremy Mallet.
Well, and as you would expect, he's not going to be hitting out in the wings trying to roll in, Vic. He is looking to draw, just needs a full 12-foot.
Clean it.
From the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John.
Clean it.
This is an entirely rookie team.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, well, first game of the day. Gets the single. Thanks, Kathy.
Regular. Whoa. Close. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Jim Cotter.
Roll it.
Boy, if he could just get this over a little bit more. And it'll settle in the 8-foot.
Keep an eye on Jim Cotter. We've watched him a lot. And he didn't quite make that, but he's so close. Every time he throws a hit, the speed's good. He's got what I call a clean release, where he doesn't really play with the rock at all. And on this type of surface, we've talked a little bit about how straight it is in spots. You have to be able to throw it clean. He's one of the guys that can do it.
Looked like he was making a move.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Yeah, I think what's catching some of the players is the straight spots, and they have a natural set motion, and Jim Cotter doesn't have that on us. He throws a very pure stone.
That's so true, and I think that's what caught Kevin Cooey a couple times. Just a little outward motion.
Final stone and a great opportunity for Northern Ontario to pick up a quick pair.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Clean. Go, Brad.
One mistake by BC's Ryan Coon. He failed to peel the guard, and they pay. Northern Ontario gets two. Let's continue our updates. Dropping in now on Prince Edward Island, who lost their opener after qualifying in the pre-event against John Morris, Team Canada. First time ever at 1-1. Morris's last, Kathy.
Well, Adam Casey made two great shots on his. Both rolls in and under, and it is two that John Morris faces.
Carter Rycroft, Nolan Thiessen, just off that guard. And now has to sit there and will roll too far. And it is a steal of one for Prince Edward Island. And the young Adam Casey out of the Silver Fox Curling Yacht Club Charlottetown Curling Complex. Right over to Newfoundland, Labrador, and the Territories. Brad Gouchou at 2-0, and playing Jamie Cooey. His final is on the way out of Yellowknife.
When he's trying to run the corner guard in, Brad Gouchou made a great freeze on his final stone. Problem is he's running a Newfoundland and Labrador stone in.
And we'll run it by. So that stone at the top, that one right there, results in a steal of one for Gouchou, trying to win 3 in a row. As on this Sunday afternoon, we welcome you back. Our eyes are on this, the fourth draw of the Tim Hortons Brier. Northern Ontario gets 2, BC with last rock here in the second.
Control. Clean. Yep.
Rick Sawatsky in his 5th Brier.
Clean. Yep. Whoa.
I mentioned earlier that if I was playing the sheet, I would throw the corner guard up on the swingy side. If you remember, Brad Jacobs asked Brian Fry to go around on the straighter side, and he made it perfect. And I think it's because it was an out turn, Cheryl. This team, so far this week, it's early, they're throwing 75% out turns. All 4 players are solid out turns. EJ's as high as 85% out turns. And they've done it for 3 or 4 years now, and I'm really surprised the other teams don't try to take advantage of that on the intern side.
Push them into the intern.
Okay, but remind us now, as we look at this sheet, is the straight side the board side? Which is the curly side?
Yeah, curling towards the board. The whole sheet is slanted towards the crowd.
Nope. They don't miss many. But they did there. Ryan Harnden, Ryan Fry on EJ Harnden's stone.
That being an intern, Vic, and we look again, I'm picking on them. They're only the gold medalists. They must know how to throw both turns. But they're 86% this week on the out turns. That was an intern. The team is 76%. There's a 10% discrepancy. Keep them on that intern side. That was a good guard to go around.
Yeah, I agree. I think they can play both, but it's what they prefer, so don't let them, take them out of their comfort zone.
T-line. Should be close. Line's good. T-line.
Tyrell Griffith.
Let it work. All there. Whoa. Should be close, though. T.
He's got a curl. Line's good.
Keep it moving.
He's got a curl.
Line's good.
Weld it. Line's good.
Yep.
Weld it.
Yep.
Good.
Kathy, there's no doubt the ice is tricky across really all 4 sheets, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's interesting because we did sheet C this morning, and there was a definite straight spot on the intern going away, out turn coming back. And I talked to the ice crew after the game, and Jamie and Greg are saying that they're wondering about this jumbotron that's right in the middle, the edges of which go over the intern side on sheet C and the outside on sheet B, and they're wondering about the heat that comes out of that jumbotron and if that's maybe causing straight spots, because when they scrape they're finding that they're perfectly flat, but they absolutely agree there are some funny spots. So they're looking at airflow and they're looking at every possible contingency of what it could be, but it also means that the curlers need to approach each different sheet as a different sheet, potentially like it's a different building.
And you know what, Russ, I mean, we've talked about this before. Isn't that what separates the cliche, the men from the boys? Isn't that what separates the good teams from the not so good? Your ability to read the ice wherever you are playing.
No question about it. That's why you hear people say, well, he's a wonderful curler, but once he learns how to skip, or can you get the broom in the right spot? Can you read it? It's not just shot making. You have to be really thinking about all these lanes, the paths, the speeds. We used to have a frost problem, and the ice makers have solved that. But I like it that it's a little, I wouldn't even call it tricky. It's just different on every sheet. It's just no different than going from one golf course to another.
And that's what I think you use to build the best teams. You're using a coach. Maybe now you're getting your coach to start to track some of those sheets for you, because it's a lot of a job for a skip to be able to figure out each sheet. And so you write it down after the games and make notes where the straight spots were, and also back to your point about a team's preferences. That's another great job that the coaches can do and say, you know what, if you get an opportunity, force them around on the intern side.
Hit. I like the hit. Okay. Board.
Could freeze here would be another option. They're down 2-0. They could.
Good board. I think that
Hit's probably the right call at this late in the end.
Solid bump.
Clean it. Top. Off. Close. Clean it. Yep. Top.
Heavy.
Yeah. Please. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice shot.
To sit 2.
Well, that was a little bit of Ryan Kuhn's struggles was draw weight. So, you know, Jim's maybe thinking, hey, I'm going to give him a shot that builds that confidence. He's a smart skip, and let him play some hits and get that confidence back up again.
Well, that's what you were saying too, Russ. If you can get him on track, keep it a little more open, it'll make it a little easier for Cotter.
Yeah, and that's exactly why you probably played that instead of the freeze.
Tough. Yeah. Board. Okay.
DC's going to try to roll it away a little bit here. A couple of nose hits, and there will be a double for Brad Jacobs, and you know how good he is at those. Soft weight, kind of roll away from that center line.
Wait's nice.
Good board. Lean. Yep. Lean.
Hard shot.
Very nice.
Sweep, guys.
Yeah.
Shoot, Ryan.
Good throws, buddy.
Let's go.
We might get a double, right?
Well, we gotta hope he rolls out, Fry.
Well, no, I'm saying if we pick that one, he's got to do something, right?
It's a free draw to split the rings. I think our best hope is him rolling out.
Okay. Just nose?
Just knows it.
Ryan was throwing up the option if you peel this one out, which is a little more dangerous, then there's less rings for BC. They might put one here, for instance. If they're a little bit light with it, then there's going to be a double. But dangerous out wide like that. You could jam and give up 3. So up 2-0. This is probably the prudent play.
Wait. Whoa,
That is one icy stare
Clean, yep. Clean, easy.
from Brad Jacobs.
Yep, yep. Hard, yep. Right to it.
Good.
Nose hit is all he needs. If he does that beautiful roll by Ryan Kuhn, skipper can hit it dead on. There will not be a double.
Yeah. Forward.
It's curious how it goes, though, Russ. To my mind, we've had really what I'll describe as a couple of innocent ends. Not a lot going on.
No.
Hit, guard, go around, pick up 2.
Just
Here
bump.
again, not a lot, nothing in play out in
Good
front.
bump.
Whereas you can have the most complicated end and walk away with one.
Well, yeah, and do a
And
lot of
here,
work.
yeah, and here you're setting yourself up to tie at 2.
Yeah, so true that with the free guard zone, you get to throw that automatic corner guard, and one little error from the other team.
Just wait.
Well, that's been part of the theory that, everybody's going so hard to that 4-foot and not kind of opening it up in there, and teams are getting forced or giving up a steal, whereas trying to open it up more, as we see here, you only need one mistake.
It's a good board.
What's that?
It was a good board.
Yeah, it was solid. It was good. Moved up nice, though.
Yeah, it did.
Definitely more curl than last night.
Yeah. I had a feeling it might.
All
What's
right,
that?
that's interesting. More curl than last night. They feel.
Yeah, and with the other turn, I would definitely agree, but it could be a little warmer in here, too. I talked to Jamie Harassa, the head ice technician. He was trying to warm the temperature a hair to try to get a little more curl, because this area was the straight spot.
Right.
Well, this building was very cold yesterday.
Roll it. No, never.
And
Good try, Brad.
rolls too far.
Good try, Fry.
So it'll be the draw for 2.
Try, right.
Yep.
That's the other thing you have to
buddy.
contend with, is the ice makers tweaking the ice along the way, trying to adjust and get it a little bit better every time, and so that'll change, and you have to catch on to that as well.
I think, too, that people at home, if you don't curl at an extremely high level, I think we make it sound like there's hills and valleys, and but these players are so good. Like that hit and roll, he was trying to roll 4 feet. He rolled 4 feet 3 inches, and it's useless. So it's that, if it's that hair straighter or hair swinger or hair slower, makes a big difference to these guys.
It's a little tighter.
British Columbia has won 4 Brier titles. The last
Tighter
was
line, go
Greg
hard.
McCauley back in 2000.
Hard, guys, hard.
Boy, this is a great opportunity here, fellas. You got to get it here now. And out comes Kuhn as well. Come on, fellas.
Go. Hard.
Griffith, Sawatsky, little more, and that will do.
5 on that? Shoot, yeah.
So we trade back-to-back deuces through the first 2. 44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2015 Ford F-150, the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number, well, it was trimmed down to just 2. And in the final, Colin Hodgson goes rock to rock against Saskatchewan's Stellan Myers. And the lead from Manitoba, making his first Brier appearance, comes up big when he needed to. In the final round, already in front, Hodgson would ice it, scoring a maximum 5 on the double takeout. Colin Hodgson wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on Canada's best-selling pickup, the Ford F-150. It's draw 4 on this Sunday afternoon. Let's update you on New Brunswick against Quebec. Jeremy Mallet from St. John against Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard, the 2006 Brier champion. 0-2 to start, Kathy.
Well, he's facing 3 on his final. Watch this. Nice shots.
For 2 and a 2-1 lead. It really is surprising to see at the bottom of the table Quebec, Manitoba, and Alberta winless through their first 2 games. As we welcome you back, British Columbia gets their deuce in 2. So here we go to the 3rd. And once again, will be Northern Ontario and the team from the Sioux Curlers Association in Sault Ste. Marie, Brad Jacobs. It does have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Redstones.
The opening rock, they asked for 4 feet of ice and can split the center line. So this, as I identified as the straighter side, that's still a nice curl. It definitely will go more into the corner guard area, but they're getting a little more movement than we noticed yesterday.
Maybe by turning that temperature up, Jamie said he was doing. Or sort of warming it. Yeah, turning it down a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh boy. Curled it.
Stay here, high side.
Okay.
Well, as we saw at the Scotties with the new format, there is no Yukon Northwest Territories. They are 2 separate entries. Yukon failing to come through the pre-qualifying. Territories are here out of Yellowknife, Final Stone, Jamie Cooey against Brad Gushue, Newfoundland Labrador.
Well, Jamie hit and rolled out on his first, and that allowed Brad Gushue to go around the lone corner guard. He buried it perfectly. And so this is the force, needs the 8 foot.
Make sure. Make sure, boys. Nice judge.
For the single for Jamie Cooey in a 9th Brier appearance.
What was that? Get the nose, no?
Try out. Line.
Yeah. Just throw right here.
Really nice come around tap by Tyrell, but didn't get either rock out. I don't think he could have because they were buried. Chance to sit 3 early here. No lack of curl on this side.
It's good. Clean. Back. Clean. Whoa. Hack. No. Hack. No. Back line. No hack. No. Heavy, eh?
Yep. Whoa.
No.
Get that out, Brad.
That's what we have seen a little bit this week, again, is just the, if it's, they wanted hack, they thought the weight was board, and so board just runs that little bit straighter. It's just on the overthrow, you're not getting the finish.
Give me Reg. I think so, Reg. Yeah. Looks like a lot of ice, eh?
I think this is going to curl cut, Ty.
Okay. Just Reg. Yep. Clean. Clean. Yep.
Tyrell Griffith.
Whoa.
Northern Ontario sitting the 2.
No curl. Okay. Good.
Well, we saw Prince Edward Island open with a steal of 1. And more problems here facing Team Canada and John Morris.
Well, he tried a tricky little shot on his first one. He was lying shot. He tried to remove a PEI stone to lie 3. It hung out and he jammed it in so that PEI lay 1. They drew for 2, and that is what he faces.
Whoa!
So trying to play a little bump, is he?
Whoa.
Yeah, as long as we can play the tap on this one,
Yeah.
as long as he's in the 4-foot area.
Going, might have to go.
And there it is for the single.
Just for weight, guys. Line's fine. Line's good.
First time ever.
Easy
Team
on the
Canada,
line.
John Morris.
No, let it curl a bit if you can.
No line. You're gonna have to go.
Fight the 4. Yep.
Gotta go hard.
Yep, come on.
Go, Pete. Go, Pete.
Easy.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, good throw.
Shot, good throw.
Hard judge.
There's not enough curl on that side. Pretty long guard here. There could be some
Board.
fireworks. You could get at just about
Control
anything.
it, half. Board down a bit.
Gotta wait.
Board down.
A little stickier here at all?
No. I should be pretty good, I think,
It'll be
across
good.
the sheet now, right?
Okay.
It's a hair. It's solid half. Solid. Whoa.
These are the shots I think are tough for a rookie. Takes a game or 2 or 3 to really realize that hair extra speed, it's not going to curl.
Get it by, they do. And now watch the roll. The catcher of the back, they get away with that. They'll roll it over to the edge of the 4
Control,
to
right.
sit the shot stone.
Sweet, guys.
Moving a bit more.
Finish
It's
nice.
always a trick throwing near that center line and when they're going to kind of grab and go.
Heavy. No, 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 no. Lots of weight.
Have to leave a double somewhere here, I think.
If they stay.
Come on, guys. That's
And a lot of that from some of the best curlers shot. It's some of the best hitters. Ryan Fry, Kevin Cooey, some of the best hitters in the last 10 years in the world. Seen a lot of that.
Oh, yeah, we watched Kevin last night
Yeah.
roll out high side on quite a few hits. That is totally unusual to see with him.
And always wide side, right? And you know, when you got those brushers in front, it makes you wonder.
Nice control.
Okay, it makes you wonder what they're doing, or is it the throw? What's the reason? I mean, he didn't overthrow that, Timmy, in my mind, did
Well,
he?
they did yell it was up.
Okay.
But it wasn't a bullet, you're right, Beck. And I think they're just expecting that to make that little curl, and it's either an outward motion that's stopping it from curling, or it just doesn't curl there, and it could be a little bit of ice reading too.
Finished hard, eh?
Yeah, it sure did.
Thought we were gonna be
Still is that long center if somebody can get behind that.
Sloppy end here though for Northern On. They had a wide open hit to sit 3. Now look what they're facing and turn things right away. Can't even blank the end at this point.
Control. Clean. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, hard.
The Brush brothers have got him. EJ and Ryan.
Hard. Hard. Oh.
Well, they've all these players have played on Jamie's ice before, and that is just what it is with Jamie's ice. You don't get as much curl on the overthrow, so it's just believing it and knowing that that is his ice surface, and dealing with it. That's what you have.
Sort of thing.
Okay.
Doesn't get away with the bumper.
Jim Cotter in qualifying for his 5th Brier beat some familiar names in Bushy and Joe Anise twice, as well as Brent Pierce, all of them BC champions somewhere along the road. But the difference for Cotter this year is he's done it without John Morris. Morris skipping the team a year ago, but throwing the 3rd stones. Cotter always throwing the 4th and very comfortable doing it.
Clean. Hard. Whoa, 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 off, off, whoa, off, 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 and in.
It's fine.
Wait. It's good weight. Good.
Here's not bad. It's up to you. Roll's just not getting you.
I think we do this. If not, here, it's not bad. Don't you think? Go for the roll.
Whatever you like, Brett.
Control.
Okay.
Well, he was perfect in round robin, went 7-0. The Northern Ontario playdowns were in Kenora, and then in the final, he played Al Hackner, the Iceman, and came away with a 7-4 win. To return, it's a 7th Brier appearance, if you can believe, for a 29-year-old Brad Jacobs.
Isn't that the second time they've met in a final?
Hackner, that's right, yeah, exactly.
Yep. Hard.
Looking for that little hit and roll in behind that center guard. Maybe generate a deuce if they can.
Take it.
And now they spill into the open. And all the way over to the 8. Maybe make it a little bit more difficult to remove.
It certainly does, Vic.
He's always thinking. I mean, that's what's amazed me. In the last couple of years, as the game, the generations change. You know, you get somebody like Brad Jacobs coming along, Guju, his knowledge, Morris, his knowledge. They're always aware. They see everything. You know, as he said to Ryan, if we can't get here behind the guard, we're going to go over here. Exactly for that reason.
Yeah, that's what I've drawn up there. They were trying for that spot there, but knew that if it overcurled, they'd keep it going, get it over there. Now, it's difficult to negotiate this yellow at the back. You might make it, but you might roll out, and then the blank's back on.
It's a hair Greg.
Nothing moved in this spot yesterday afternoon.
Clean, you could even leave a double blank opportunity depending where it rolls to.
Beauty.
As well.
Great shot.
He's the type of guy you'd like to have in your team, or your skip for that matter, because you can read it. It's very, very similar every single time.
He looks just as comfortable calling and throwing last draw as he did last year. Just throwing last stone and having John Morris skip.
I think John got an unbelievable amount of credit for that team's success, and he should have. And Johnny's an unbelievable world-class player, but there were 3 other guys that must have made a few shots along the way, and they're going to be tough to beat.
Well, and you heard Jim Cotter talking about it, where he said he picked so much up from John too, so they have that in their arsenal to move on this year with as well.
No, hit it, don't hit it. No. Whoa.
Nothing at all from the Harndens. Just a dust. And a bonk on the nose for a single. Northern Ontario will take the lead through 3.
I'm actually an Edmonton Oiler fan, sad to say.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm a big Leafs fan.
My favorite team is the Edmonton Oilers, which has been a very sad state of affairs for about 8 years now.
I don't know if I should say this. I could get in trouble. I might not be allowed back in the Air Canada Center.
My team's the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'd like them to try and tank and get Connor McDavid because he's unreal.
And if I was the Leafs GM, I would, same thing they just did to Clarkson, I would be trading Dion for him.
I'd like to see them do bad and get that Connor McDavid draft pick for sure.
My team is the Toronto Maple Leafs, and I'd probably trade most of the players and start over.
Favorite team is definitely the Winnipeg Jets. If I was the GM, I'd be doing exactly what we're doing because we're having a great season.
I think the Habs will probably need another top defenseman, so if they can get one, that would probably help them a whole lot for their playoff drive.
I didn't even know Monday was the trade deadline, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe I'm not as Canadian as I should be. I don't know.
What is wrong with you? Well, yes, the legendary Lenny McDonald. Never a mustache like it. The sociables here at the Tim Hortons Brier. And of course, it is Trade Center 2015. It's all brought to you by Tim Hortons. It starts on Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on TSN. Although, back in the day, there was a player by the name of Cowboy Bill Flett that used to have the great stash and the beard going and used to play for the Edmonton Oilers for a short time. That was back at the first of.
Back 12.
They were back in 1979-80 seasons.
You can't stump them, Cheryl.
Oh, this is amazing.
No, it just shows my age, unfortunately.
Well, it does, but.
Yeah. BC with Last Rock down by 1 as we welcome you back. Fourth end, and BC playing the Yellowstones. There was a trade earlier today. You'll hear all about it on Sports Center later today. Your Flames have traded Curtis Glencross to Washington for some draft picks.
Yeah.
That's not surprising.
I don't know if you want to roll in front of it.
No, it's fine.
Let's go.
Sloppy end from Northern Ontario there. The chance to sit 3 early, jammed 1.
Wow.
Chance to sit 2, hit and rolled out. Ended up being forced to a single, so they've got to turn it up one more notch here.
And you know they can. This is a team that plays with a lot of intensity.
Board.
Quebec picked up 2 in the second, Kathy, and are they sitting one or is it the Redstone? It was hard for me to see.
It looks like it's red. It's hard to tell, Vic. It's an end that there was a million rocks in the 4-foot, and they've slowly been picking away at it, trying to run it straight back. Oh, is now.
I think the red wiggled in. Yeah, one red.
Wow, he's had a great shot. Jeremy Mallet as the rush goes up for this rookie skip, 26 years of age, from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John.
Gotta go. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Again, that curl to the wing.
It did. Yeah, there's definitely a theme on our sheet.
That outside biter. Wow, this is a chance for 3. An open draw for 3. Newfoundland Labrador.
It's by Jamie Cooey. Made a great shot on his final stone. It was 4 red stones from Newfoundland and Labrador before he threw. Managed to move a lot of granite, and that biter just hung on. It is a draw for 3, but it has been a tough go this end.
And just a reminder, first time ever, multi-sheet coverage, and you have your choice over on TSN1. Brian and David have this game for you. Newfoundland Labrador 4-1 now. The team from the Valley, Haley and Brad Gougy leading.
Yeah. Break. Okay.
Nothing going for Jimmy Cotter here, so he'll try to group those reds somehow, roll this over, and try to make a double or an error and get that blank. It's the wrong team to play a come around against because they could play that short run back so easily.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Lean it. Okay. Wait. Lean. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Whoa, yes. Whoa, yep. Yes. Whoa, whoa. Right up. Whoa, off, 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 off.
One screaming, yes.
Shot. Attaboy.
Boy, he hangs it on the edge of the 12, Ryan Fry.
One screaming off. Yeah. One screaming, yes.
And Prince Edward Island, Adam Casey has picked up a single in the third to take a 2-1 lead on John Morris. Team Canada with Last Rock in the 4th.
Posy 10.
Yeah.
Now that the rocks are so far apart, it doesn't look like they can blank the end, so they are going to go around that rock on the board side, which is the big curl here. There should be no problem getting it in behind if Ryan's close on his speed.
Try and get it as deep as possible so the run's not as easy.
He had the broom and the foot outside the center line, so it's curled a foot at this point. Now, right around here, it should really hook.
Out there. Line's really good. Yep. Hard. All you got. Hard. Keep it going.
Nice shot.
Yeah, really nice.
Or is this a better call? Don't mind that.
I think that's the shot, yeah.
We always talk about Ryan and his great run back ability. This is what always impresses me with Ryan, is that he can come back with these precise draws back to back.
Hard line. All the way for line.
EJ, Ryan, Harnden. Never off it, boys. Got to get it by your own first. Got to save this one. Oh, hold it for him. Oh, and maybe just a little over curl. Really close.
They took about 6 inches less ice. They were that was well done by those two gentlemen right there.
It looked like it just about rubbed when it went by.
Hard all the way hard. Yep.
Hard on that.
Yeah. Like we had the exact same weight.
Yeah.
It curls there. I'm not sure it grabbed anything. It curls.
Brad didn't look too convinced either.
Us skip stick together, right?
Yeah.
2 feet deeper. Okay, whoa then.
Oh, that's wider.
Back 4. Back 12. Back 8.
Ryan Kuhn.
Might be through.
Heavy and lots of rotation.
What'd you get? 5.
Another look at this, and it does appear that Northern Ontario maybe is the shot stone at that back edge of the 8.
It's
just that little bit.
Just a shade more positive.
Yeah, the third one down there, maybe a little quicker.
Just a shade quicker, I think.
Because we're shot, right? What?
Don't you think? I guess if we go there and he freezes, and we blast, he does have a little tap for. If he freezes, we'll have to nose. Right? What do you guys like? I mean, if we go here and he locks one on, we have to nose. Because he's got that shot for 2, right?
What do you say? It's tough.
To just run that.
Whatever you like, Brad. Sorry, what'd you say if you go there?
Well, if we go here and he locks one on, we have to nose.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to go there, though, if you're Brad Jacobs. He's talking about putting it in this area, and he's worried about a perfect freeze, and then they have trouble getting it out of there. They could just move it out a little farther, wider, and keep it in front of the tee line, as long as they're shot rock, and it's harder to freeze to.
Hair on my side, eh?
Obviously, in front of the tee line might set up a double, but if it's wide enough, there won't be a double.
Right.
Just wait. Peel? Nose is pretty close.
It's gone to the run back.
How's that look?
Yeah, that looks good.
I think with Brad's skill set, this is the call.
Nice. Peel?
Yeah, we'll throw it.
It's a massive curl into the wall. This should be able to be held by the brushers quite easily.
Brad Jacobs first. Hold it for him. Run it back. Stick it. And they'll lose 1, but they're sitting 3. BC has last rock here in the 4th.
Not bad. Yeah, that's good.
Made it look easy.
It wasn't difficult.
Sorry, Cheryl. I just sometimes think that he is so into it, and that's him, and we've seen it. Brad is so focused, so intense. Do you think sometimes he overthinks things, Russ?
I think the whole team, we watched it with the Cooey team. I think that's happened to them a little bit so far. Yeah, you can. There's no question. But I had to play that way too. You have to be intense. You have to want it harder than the other guy. You have to try harder. But there is that downside. Every once in a while, you can get caught thinking and thinking and thinking.
The reason I say that is because the shot they decided on wasn't initially what he thought of. He was more complicated, talking about a possible freeze on the other side, Cheryl.
Yeah, no, and he did change, and I think sometimes that is the case where you are so intense and you maybe make it more complicated than you think it is. My worry for Brad sometimes is maybe not in a short event, but in a longer event, that intensity, it's hard to keep that up for a Brier and that many games, and it's a long 10 days.
Off.
Wait, nice.
Off.
Bumper.
Off. Close. Clean. Yeah! Hard! No roll.
Yeah, it will roll though and out into the open, sitting at the back edge of the four.
Another real close call by Jim. Very close. They just had to brush it a fraction sooner.
Normal? Wow.
They recently asked
Good call.
That ever goes crazy, eh?
Brad Jacobs, you know, what about people gunning for him, and he says, "You bet, we know it as Brier champions, gold medalists." He says, "No bother though, Jacobs." He says, "That's just all part of the game, and we expect people to come at us."
Okay.
Practice, gym, and be ready. In that order, and you see it just in their approach all the time. The entire team.
Yeah, they approach it like a business. They said they're athletes first and curlers second, and they really focus on that fitness level and all the practicing that they do and their intensity. That's part of the package of who they are.
Just thinking, if we would have drew back there, then he would have froze out the nose. Yeah. And we picked it up, everything off the
No, he could have touched the. He could have made that.
Oh, he
shot
could have.
too. And he might not have played that freeze. He might have played that freeze.
And then we freeze and lie too.
Yeah.
There's a player that I think has dramatically matured. That's Ryan Fry. Just in that little bit, just what you're saying there. When you think about those early days with Jeff Stoughton.
Yes. Yep. No, and then he went to Brad Goucher for a while, and then
went to school there too.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And that's how you do it when you're a young player, is try to play with somebody with that seasoned veteran, that knowledge, and he's really made a big difference to this Northern Ontario team.
Oh, so much.
Facing three.
Clean. Just clean. Clean. Just clean. Clean. Shot, Jimmy.
So we traded deuces, we trade singles, and we're still all even through four. Just touch it back, move it far enough, little more, and yes, enough. 2, Manitoba.
Come up, get up.
Come up, and sit there. Jump it across, touch it. Oh, she moved it far enough. And Jones. This time, yes, this time, and away it goes. A Scottish championship for Manitoba. And so now for Jennifer Jones to wear the Team Canada jacket again, off to Sapporo, Japan, to play some unfamiliar names. China. Finland is back in women's play, a new name out of Germany. The most familiar name, though, will pop up, and that, of course, is Margareta Sigfridsson from Sweden, as they'll head to a gold medal rematch from Sochi. But Anna Sidorova is there. Eve Muirhead, Scottish champion, and it all begins March 14th from Sapporo, Japan. We're tied at 3. The winner of this, of course, will go on to the Ford Men's World Curling Championship to be played in Halifax, starting at the end of March.
We'll bounce, so line's good. Line's low. Line's good. We'll go. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Okay, go. Yep. Good. Shot.
Well, Team Canada has just been in nothing but trouble. Look at that, sitting 2 or PEI.
Yes, for sure. You know, they just had a bad break on John Morris's first one. They left it too long, it rubbed, and Adam Casey is taking advantage of every opportunity. This is not stopping.
Pat Simmons will have a look. 2 it is. Steal of 2. Prince Edward Island, Adam Casey out of the Silver Fox Curling and Yacht Club in the Charlottetown Curling Complex.
Hard.
Shot, right? It's good. Great shot.
Sticking with the out turns, Northern Ont, and they're playing those come-arounds on the side that has a little bit less finish, but well done. Nice speed.
You like that?
Sure. Yeah. That or straight on the nose.
Like that, but
yeah, it's pretty good.
The other one is this.
The freeze isn't bad too. I'm not sure what that gets.
I'm not sure how much it helps.
Top, and then we run it in. Keep 2 of ours around.
Go here.
Okay.
BC really trying to get a force this end would be good. And
7?
In the odd end in the 5th.
0-7.
This will definitely finish a little easier for them too. It's hard. It would be hard to get to the nose on that top red one at the out turn.
That's pretty soft.
Line's good. Gotta go. Okay, go then. We've got room.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Yeah, room. Room.
Where is it? Top 4. Right beside.
Hard, guys.
Yeah.
Get there. Line's great.
Yeah.
Hard. Hard.
Hard, guys. Hard.
Hard.
Ooh,
Go Ryan.
Hard.
Get it by. Oh.
That's good. Good shot, Ty.
Oh, very nice.
Just grabbing enough of the top of the button for shot rock.
We might touch a red, but
Looks like it could be red.
I think it is.
So that's New Brunswick. Final stone on the way for Quebec, Jean-Michel Menard.
He's trying to play off of his own Vic and roll it right to the lid.
Winless in their first 2. A little bit more. Roll it more. A little more. Oh, yes. No. Martin Pitt having a look.
Yeah, 1 red.
Yeah, 1 red.
Roll it. Lucky there.
Lucky,
yeah.
Oh, really fortunate. They rubbed the top.
those are hard to make with pack.
Well, Newfoundland, Labrador, Kathy, trying to win 3 straight, and they scored 3 in the 3rd. And it is Territory sitting 1. It looks like they are shot rock.
I believe that they are, and for Jamie trying to come down to the outside, Brad Gushu's spinal stone is the one that's right on top of the button, trying to just get down to that redstone, that second shot, tap it back a bit. Probably easier than trying to find a pinhole with the other turn.
Brad Choroskowski, Robert Borden on the brush, get it by, oh no, and then the rub and roll away, and that one, yellow. 1 for the Territories.
Okay.
Seal the guard. What do you think about here?
Okay.
Yeah?
Sure. What are we doing? I think you want to go out. Get it out there.
I just don't know.
I don't know what that does. Well, we just want him to waste shots. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Ryan Fry is saying I just want him to waste shots, and because the front end's saying we're not going to sit 2 if we go that wide, and but Cotter probably has to hit this thing.
Back here, guys.
I think it's good though.
Yeah, with Northern Ontario having hammer.
Line's good. Back here.
Yep, yep,
Sweeper
yep,
back
yep,
here.
yep,
Line's
yep, yep.
perfect. Sweeper back here.
Yep.
Jacobs wanting it
Right
back
here,
edge of the 8.
Whoa. No, it's good. It's clean.
Easy,
It's
easy,
good.
easy,
Stay with
easy.
it.
We're there. We're all there.
It's good. Shot.
Good boy. Good.
6.
I think we can bury it. Okay. You corner lock that. It's not bad.
Yeah, 10.
Okay.
Pretty much the same as that draw you threw last 10.
It's an awkward end for both teams. That yellow one is extremely difficult to remove if you're in Northern Ontario. Jimmy Cotter doesn't have much space for Ryan to get in behind here either. The last thing you ever want to do is be a little light here and corner this on your own yellow, then it can be removed.
Yeah.
Close.
Back 4. Okay, clean it.
Line's good.
T.
Line's good.
Yeah.
Hard line. Line's good.
Where is it? Right to T-line. Yeah.
Sawatsky and
Back 4.
Griffith.
Easy, easy, yeah. Easy, easy, easy. Line only, line only.
Heavy, heavy. Little rub.
Yeah, there is that
Okay.
rub, and
Works.
it'll roll to the pin.
Bad.
It's not bad.
Weight was good, eh?
06.
I'd love to get rid of this rock somehow, but it's just you go in here.
The only way to get that yellow there is you'd have to kick it. I don't think it's going
He locks
anywhere.
one on. I mean, this. We
Have to
go
be able
here
to
and
come
help.
to the side of it.
I'm not even sure I can get. Yeah, I think we gotta do this. Yeah.
Throw here, Fry.
The worry here for Ryan Fry is he hits a dead on, and that red one, that shot rock, will be accessible with a red double. Has to roll away.
Whoa, no. Yep. Whoa, yes. Yep, hard. Right up hard.
By the guard, rolled it away. No, they'll just sit there, top edge of the button. Sitting the 2.
I think it's there.
Yeah, you heard Brad say it'd be better if he rolled out.
They both go. You might even get this
Good catch,
little guy on the
thick.
back end there and sit 2 buried.
Might leave that. You can roll in here. It's pretty good. Okay. Board. Okay.
I'm not even trying for the double. They're just going to try to hit and snuggle in that beside it.
I think he thought if they make the double, then the run back
Run doubles there.
yellow double is there.
I wasn't like I didn't.
Nice board. Yeah. Gotta go. Hard.
Terrell Griffith and Rick Sawatsky. Great opportunity here. And move it far enough. They'll sit the shot stone. Northern Ontario with last rock here in 5 as we welcome those of you who have been watching the Canada Winter Games.
Attaboy. Perfect.
So this Sunday afternoon coverage. It's draw 4, our featured game.
Don't we want to roll?
Northern Ontario against BC in a 3-3 tie. Northern Ontario coming in with 2 straight wins. Brad Jacobs out of Sault Ste. Marie against Jim Cotter from the Vernon and Kelowna clubs in BC with a 1-0 record so far. We're playing third stones, and this is Northern Ontario's Ryan Fry.
Whoa, no.
Heavy. Heavy.
No.
Heavy. No, good weight.
No.
Go, Brad.
Hard.
Go, Brad.
Hard. Keep it going. Okay.
And last evening at the Canada Games, the gold medal final in women's play. The men played last week. Congratulations to Megan Smith of Ontario as she beats Mary Fay of Nova Scotia 6-5, and they went an extra. I hope I get a chance to see Mary Fay. I don't know if I will, but I've been impressed with her in the junior ranks, and
Great little player.
Got quite a few more years in junior too, so I'm sure you will.
No, I won't.
Jimmy's just going to peel this away, leave himself shot rock buried. There will be a run, a short run for Brad Jacobs, but he'll only sit 1.
Clean. Good.
The World Junior Championships are being played in Tallinn, Estonia, and the Canadian women are off to a great start. That's Kelsey Rock out of the Saville Community Sports Centre in Edmonton, 2 straight wins with a win over the U.S. The Canadian men, Braden Calvert out of Deer Lodge in Winnipeg, he split his day with a win over the U.S., but a loss to the Russians.
I just think the draw, like, he'll have a shot here.
You can play hack.
That thing's pretty buried, man. It's more buried than you think.
From there it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But from here, it's like straight on, it's not.
Well, from the hack, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Brad?
Well, we have a couple options.
You can run it.
Yeah, we can.
And then you're shot, and he's got to roll.
Yeah. Like, just run it onto this way.
Yeah.
And just try to get rid of both yellows.
Yeah.
But what? So if we make it and he knows this, are we playing the double for the 2, or are we just a steal?
Yeah.
It's either going to be playing a double or a steal.
Or you play a hack, right? And try to make this and roll away.
That would be. Those are the 2 shots.
You don't even have to do throw hack. All you have to do is just, well, yeah, hack and then roll away.
Not throw hack.
Then you'll be buried. Then he's going to play the intern.
I just don't know if hack is going to curl enough to push this, like, enough. You know what I mean? Because we're hitting so little of it.
Well, then you just want to play this?
I think you can throw a heavy hack. But if you're not seeing it...
I think we run the guard. Just inside, middle.
Well, and then we're going to throw the double.
We got to hope for a double for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't like the draw?
Huh?
You don't like the intern draw?
These are always dangerous. They make a ton of them. This team's one of the best, maybe the best at making these. I remember Ricky Lang saying before the Olympics, they went to Scotland to train, and they were throwing run backs from the hog line in to see to work on their accuracy. Yeah, so I suspect this will be close, but if it is close, it also could be a problem. If it hits and rolls to the center line, you might see Jim Cotter just loop right around it.
You'll have a draw at the button.
The draw?
Yeah, I like it.
That red, yellow.
That was the danger, leaving a bad
even
guard
if you
out there.
stop here.
Yeah, right beside it, but shot.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
like right in there.
Yep.
It's
Okay,
going.
Fry.
They looked at that out turn, red, yellow.
I like it.
With hack weight, but that's the straight turn.
I think that's too much.
And they can't see enough with hack. I don't think they get rid of the yellow.
Yeah, you're moving 2 rocks.
What do you think of that ice, guys? It's good. It's pretty much where they were taken for all those shots. Let's stick with it.
Yeah, good weight.
In a 3-3 tie as we play in the 5th. And Northern Ontario does have last rock. Brad Jacobs had his first.
Room. Hog line.
Looks heavy.
Room. Loads of room. Still lots of room.
There we go. Wait.
Still tons of room.
EJ.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Should curl there.
Hard line!
And off it goes.
Hard! Hard!
Off it goes.
Lost it.
He said tons of line.
We've had the advantage of playing the sheet once, but they were screaming too much room and still wrecked.
Hard line! Up!
Look at that finish. Just like 90 degrees.
But did you hear it? I mean, you're listening. They were called off and they stopped.
Yeah.
And then it just grabbed in that final move and you couldn't save it.
So what kind of way, Jim? Half. Half? Yeah.
Yeah, the front end was certainly right there. They were sweeping for the X and thought they could get off it because of the line call. And that's so tricky. You have to anticipate so much on this particular turn.
Okay. Be ready. It really curls at the end.
See how frustrated EJ got. You know, they know they had the shot made.
You guys like a shade more?
A touch. You can go a touch, maybe.
You can touch more.
Gotta be careful where you roll here too. Set up a yellow double for 2.
Solid half.
Clean. Whoa. Clean.
Clean.
Yeah. Hard.
Clean.
Hard. Hard.
Whoa.
Whoa. Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Attaboy, Jim.
Shot, Jimmy.
Oh, really nice.
To push it out the back, to sit the couple. Any way you can get into that, into the middle of those and kick them sideways to bring a second point into play?
It's Close, but I don't think so, Vic. You'd have to really get to the edge there. If you could throw a bullet here, in which Brad can, and actually hit it right on the center line. But if you draw that straight line, you're wrecking all over that guard. There's just not quite enough room there. Close. Now Jim Cotter has done exactly what he wanted to do there. He wanted to force, and he's really forced him here now. It's a draw against 2, and these are so tough. And again, reiterate, this could curl.
Full forefoot.
Had to take quite a bit more ice too.
Have we been out this wide with a draw? I don't think so.
Brushes out in the middle of the 12.
Lines a hair tight.
I don't want to.
And just a little bit, as you heard him say, tight inside the line. Full forefoot.
Not really curling, guys.
Not to at all.
Not curling at all.
It's a draw against 2.
That should curl.
No.
All on its own, and it stops.
Good sweep. One red.
One red it is. To take the lead going to the break, 4-3 Northern Ontario. And before we go to break, let's update you on Prince Edward Island and Team Canada. And PEI stealing their way to the lead, 4-1 over Team Canada and John Morris and his final stone in 5. First time ever for Team Canada. Carter Rycroft, Nolan Thiessen, the brush.
Okay, you're good.
Got to get off that guard, though. Get off that stone and then drag it in. And it's a draw against the 2.
Shot, John.
And the hand up. Good draw for the single. PEI leads it 4-2 as they go to the break here on a Sunday afternoon. It's the Brier in Calgary.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by M&M Meat Shops, frozen food at its best.
It's been a very evenly played game so far. Advantage Northern Ontario with a single in 5 to take a 4-3 lead. Ryan Fry is with Kathy.
Ryan, we talk so much about the role that you play on this team. You have such an intense team. How do you keep the balance out there?
We're getting better. We're all pretty intense guys. There's no one that's a little more intense than the other. We kind of try and keep each other in check. It's not the easiest at times because we're all pretty A-type personalities, but we're still in a learning process, and we've had a tremendous amount of success with the way we're doing things. But definitely, it's our goal to try and get calmer and calmer as we get more into this as a team.
Talk about this year. We looked at Jennifer and your teams and wondered how you would perform at a national championship because of the fatigue of being the Olympians. How have you balanced everything?
It's a lot of hard work, to be honest with you. We've put a ton of time in at the gym and a ton of time in at practice, and it's just really coming back and recommitting, and remembering what we're in it for and all those things. So, my hat goes off to Jen. She's done it because we know how much work it takes, and for them to have already come back and won the national championships is a very impressive feat. So we're just hoping we can keep battling and get somewhere close to what she's done.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks.
And their commitment is to 2018 and beyond if they can stay healthy and find the time. As we check the numbers after 5, and remember, they're not that far apart in terms of team percentage. We are focusing, though, on the thirds. Ryan Fry at third, Northern Ontario 85%, Ryan Kuhn, BC at 75%. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. When we come back, Cotter and BC will have the last rock.
Everyone's on cloud 9, and it's really the biggest event in the world. Just to get to the Brier is tough to do, and then it's just amazing. This is the most amazing field I've ever seen, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Obviously, this is a new experience for myself, being a home province Brier, hometown Brier, so I'm not worried about that at all. It's just securing a spot in the playoffs, and then it's the hottest team usually wins.
And that will be one of the games you will have a choice to see. First time ever. You'll have a choice as we bring you multi-sheet coverage. On 1 and 4 tonight, Ontario against Alberta. On 3 and 5, you'll see New Brunswick against Manitoba. And so far, to see Manitoba and Alberta winless through their first 2, has a lot of people talking, as our eyes are on everything here for your eyes at home. Welcome back on this Sunday afternoon, our opening weekend, just day 2 of the Tim Hortons Brier. It's a 4-3 lead for the team from Sault Ste. Marie, Northern Ontario. Brad Jacobs. BC from the Vernon and Kelowna curling clubs. Jim Cotter will have the last rock here in 6, playing the Yellowstones.
I like the
probably
out.
curl. What's that?
I like the out. Yeah.
Is that a surprise, the out turn?
Not at all. It's amazing.
Got room. Got room.
Slid a little hard. You can see that on the release there. He slid a little hard. He had to take a little off. Sometimes you'll hook it a bit when you do that.
T-line by itself. Back forward.
If it's if he did slide hard, it could be heavy and it won't curl enough.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Whoa.
Good call, Brad. Good call.
EJ knew it as soon as he let it go.
Not happy.
Don't mind this. Could either sit on it.
I think so, yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I like that, Jim.
Okay.
No, the hit and roll. The other one? We could, even if you tick and roll in, it's not bad.
Yeah. So do you want just through?
Just kind of opens up the forefoot a bit. Yeah. Okay, what do you think? Back line?
Back line, Kit.
Tough, but I love the call, and that's exactly what we talked about in the opening. We even talked about it yesterday with BC. You have to leave some room. Ryan Kuhn struggling a little bit, so make those shots a wee bit easier, and Jimmy Cotter seems to make everything if you can give him a reasonable shot. So this is twofold. If you reckon the guard, you pull the least a weekly. You have 2 corner guards, you open the things up, makes it simpler. If you ever make it, you're sitting 2, possibly buried.
Gotta go!
Hard!
Hard! Hard! Oh, my goodness.
Just that little touch.
Can't hit that any later.
Didn't even move it, did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. So close.
Just a bit thicker and you get the roll in.
Yeah, you couldn't hit it any less. Did we get that by?
Yep. Well, yep.
Lots of line.
Room. Yep. Hard.
Ryan Harden. Ryan Fry.
No, still. Okay, that's good.
That's okay.
Dropping in on Newfoundland Labrador against the Territories 4-2. And that's Brad Gushue leading, trying to win 3 in a row as he plays Jamie Cooey from Yellowknife, trying to win his first. Gushue, of course, some saying that he has his best chance this year in a 12th Brier appearance, has all the right ingredients. Oh, he was trying to make the double and hold the shooter. He doesn't. Steal of 1 for the team from the Territories, 4-3 as they go to the break.
Top 8.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Line's good. Got room. Top 8.
Good. Weight's good.
Whoa.
Stay close.
We're there. Stay close.
Stay close. It's gonna curl.
Little tap. Whoa. Whoa for here. Little tap. Whoa for here.
Should finish.
Shot high.
Spectacular weight control.
I know we gotta open up a bit. Yeah. Got that
Get
outside
them all
one.
with nose.
Kind of want to get another one in there.
Yep.
Riding
It's
back
either
straight
that
back.
or here.
I like that.
I like those.
This is the best call if you can get it in there, but I don't know how Ryan Fry's going to get by that guard tight enough to get to the inside of the rock that was just thrown by Tyrell.
Room. Yep.
Just
room.
slide.
Yep. Whoa. Room.
Slide.
Room. Still room. Room.
Line only.
Go, guys. Close. No.
Top four.
No,
Top
no, no,
four.
no, 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 no.
Almost T.
No, 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 no,
Top
no,
four,
no.
top four by itself.
No, 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 no.
Curl.
Get it off of it.
Okay.
Shot right.
Well done.
You like regular? Okay.
I think more teams should do this too, Cheryl.
Like reg?
A lot of these
Okay.
run backs are thrown with that peel weight, and you don't need it. And we've seen so many of them missed wide and on the
Get these
outside
two,
in,
that's not
away
bad.
from the line a little bit like this. As you
Reg.
say, once it gets to the line, it'll curl. But this spot here, you can utilize those brushers with a little softer speed control.
Yeah, and then also probably save your yellow or spring it to the wings a little bit. A little bit more option with that kind of weight. Full peel, you lose your yellow and open it up at the same time.
Stop. Whoa. Stop. Close.
Ryan Kuhn as we
Whoa.
play
Whoa.
third stones, BC.
Okay.
BC is now shot rock. Just keep you updated here, Quebec. Jean-Michel Menard with 3 and 5. And he's quickly taking the lead now as they go to the break over New Brunswick and Jeremy Mallet from the Thistle St. Andrews.
Third quarter.
Didn't work very good for BC and a pretty easy run.
On top of it. Yeah, right? Make this. Yeah.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Throwing a dart.
Hard.
Brian Fry coming through the hole.
Great shot.
Just a laser. The ability to throw it hard enough that you take the curl out of the equation. That was a tough shot.
And his line of delivery is so good. I think he gets so
Okay,
low, he
throw it
gets
up.
his eye
Yeah.
in down behind the rock. You see that with
How
like a
much we
Kevin
have to hit?
Cooey too.
Look at that port he came through. That
Well,
wasn't
he
big.
gets it.
Pretty incredible.
What did he say? Third.
He said a third.
Okay.
Need a bit of speed here. If Ryan happens to hit the outside open one thick, he needs some action to kick that buried one out of the way.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
And
Okay.
not quite far enough.
Shot. All right.
And it's in behind cover. BC with last rock here in 6. In fact, it looks like they are sitting 2.
We're 2, eh?
Northern Ontario.
He's just burying.
Guard it,
We guard it and we leave him the draw.
then we guard again.
Yeah, he's
Then
gonna
he's
have
got
to
to make that tap.
2 beauties.
I don't know.
We could also just try to come right here,
Yeah.
right? I guess it probably forces him into this to play the tap. Might tap it into the hole. I think this is the call, don't you?
If you like it, I like it.
I just think that's the call. Right?
Sure.
Try to tuck a piece right here.
Yeah.
Okay, Fry.
With the curl, it changes the strategy. The big curl. What they talked about first was because they're sitting 2, just guard this yellow raise. But that's just a rock that you can use if you're British Columbia and Jimmy Cotter to come right around and sit shot rock double buried. So they're going to do it first, right around the yellow edge of the 4.
Well, we told you about Quebec scoring their 3 in the 5th to take the lead. Welcome back, Kathy, as New Brunswick tries to get 2 right back in tie.
Well, Jean-Michel Menard will not be happy with this end. He was hitting to lie 2 on his first one, threw it soft, it overcurled and jammed to leave 1 New Brunswick stone in. And so this is the chance now to score 2.
You're a little surprised. Oh, a missed opportunity. I was just going to say that Here's Jeremy Millay, first time here, doesn't seem to feel out of place, looks comfortable. I mean, goodness, he's only 26 years of age.
Yeah, you know what? He's put a lot of pressure on a very good Quebec team, a team that is much better than their record.
Still lots of room. Wait, we can wait all day. Wait all day.
Brad Jacobs.
It's good, Brad.
To sit 3.
Pretty buried.
Brad Jacobs has bailed the team out here a couple times. That wide intern, like he just threw here, he made against the 2 going down the far end, and that changed the game, kept them in control. He just did it again.
Oh, his draw away has been great. Slide a little deeper there, and you give him an out or something to come down to. So he just has the tap now.
He could, even if
yeah, you're trying to score 2. I think you just tap it buried and hope for the best.
We won't have that much weight, but
there's that port that Ryan Fry came to, but it's not easy.
If it's up, we can tap it to there too, right? Yep. Get second. Although he's just going to come around again.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
Right on the nose. I should finish in there pretty good. What kind of, just back 8?
Yeah, give me...
Icing this is tricky because you're throwing that extra weight for the tap. So when will it run, and where do you put the broom down?
And they're so lively. They said back 8. If he hits it flush, it might go through the forefoot.
Yeah.
They don't slow down much when they make contact.
No.
Where do you want to tap this to, ideally?
Right to the button. You should carve in there pretty good. It's like a 90?
Low 90s.
Mid 90s.
Yeah. Should be all there.
Back 8.
Off. Off.
Clean only.
Trying to raise their stone.
Clean.
Top 8.
Whoa. Clean.
To the lid.
Line only.
Yes.
Cotter in his first. Swansky, Griffith. Kuhn calling line as it's just diving at that guard. Diving at that guard. And now tap it up, and it's a beauty.
I'll tell you.
Jim.
Good shot.
Yeah. Good shot.
I've said it for a couple of years now, and I really believe he's one of the most underrated curlers that we have in our country. Just perfect speed. Not only shot rock, kept it high enough that not a lot they could do here.
Off and push.
Yeah.
Right? I think those look easiest. What do you guys like? I don't mind leaving them that.
Kathy, you remember yesterday when we were watching Team Canada against Manitoba, Reed Carruthers. First half belonged to Manitoba. Second half, Canada somehow managed to flick a switch, went on to a win. And here again, down 4-2, but look who's putting the pressure on.
For sure, and we saw that again this morning against Gushu, but it was just a little too late. Line 3, he has to be really careful, does Adam Casey. Bad things can happen if he hits this wrong.
PEI. Oh, it'll be a steal 1 for Team Canada.
1 yellow, yeah.
Okay, boys, got 1 back. Let's go. Now we can. No fear. He can throw hack, and he's just tapping it in here.
Yeah,
you can come off that yellow and in, and it's so straight there that I think it's easier than having to tap this to here.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that is an easier shot.
Okay.
Don't you?
I agree.
Guard
We
that.
gotta speed up time before we run out of it.
Which one are we guarding?
Guard the 2. I think you could take both, can't you?
Maybe.
Yeah,
pretty
got it.
close.
Okay.
What they're worried about is this shot, because if Jim would also have that tap again, that beautiful tap he made, but it's so hard to get the line correctly into this area. So they'd rather leave him that shot for 2. It's all about limiting the damage now. The nice part about the raise is you can, the speed's not quite as important. You just have to get the line.
Right, the line's a little trickier where it is now. You have to kind of come across the top of the yellow one at the top of the forefoot.
Let's do it.
You're gonna have to go. Yep. Yep.
Hard. Yep. Gotta go, Pete.
Hard, Pete.
Straight up.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yep.
Keep going.
Yep.
We already got to hurry up on time, man.
Well, usually the cheering is for great shots. Well, this is a great shot, too. There you go. Right on the button. That was, there you go. John Morris.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same ice, maybe 2 more feet.
Okay.
So we're hitting a little less, and we can even get it right to there, right? So
Yeah, just
2
full
more
4,
feet.
right?
Yeah.
Full 4. Half.
Same shot? Yeah, same shot. Yeah. Just
Really
let him know the
tough
way
shot.
I'm thinking I need
Thick third.
a couple more feet. I gotta catch a
Said that
little.
on the first one, and he made it.
Yeah. The benefit is he's thrown it in this spot already.
Perfect camera angle there. That's exactly right to the corner of the
Just
button.
let him know the weight, because we can make it a couple different ways.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What time did you get on that last one?
I got 87, Jimmy.
Okay.
So he had and made a beauty with his first little angled
3
raise.
feet more. Whoa, close.
A little heavier. He's going to have to really flirt with that guard again.
Close. Whoa.
Griffith, Sawatsky.
Go on right now. Wait. It's a hair heavy.
Whoa, guys. Hard time.
Going to come
Hard
up.
on that one.
Going to angle it up. Going to catch enough. Oh, no. And they. You think about what Jacob said. The angle would be tougher that way. And it was. We're tied at 4. We're at the Saddle Dome for this 86th edition of the Tim Hortons Brier. Calgary Flames are on the road. So are the Calgary Hitmen of the Western Hockey League. They're on an 11-game road trip. They've already sealed, locked up a playoff spot in the Western Hockey League. In a 4-4 tie, and we go to the 7th. Once again, Northern Ontario will have the last drop, playing the Redstone.
Jim Cotter made a great tap and then almost made it again the second time for his deuce.
But Russ, Brad Jacobs was right. That was the tougher of the 2 shots, right?
Yeah, and that's the experience coming out to you. Which one do we leave them?
Should be good.
Again, an undercurl here on the outturn side.
Okay, whoa then.
Stay close.
Rick's got room to get at this thing.
Tapping right now.
It's the 5th Brier appearance for
Whoa.
Rich Sawatsky with John Morris, of course, has played with Jim Cotter before, and then Bobby Ursul, former BC champion. And I read recently Bob has now turned to coaching, and I think he's been involved with the Russian men, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Son of Jimmy Ursul, the famous player.
Real good.
Yeah. Room. Line's good. Room, easy. Room. Just a freeze.
Line's great.
Room. No.
Really got to curl. Line's fine.
Sweeper here. Sweeper here. Line's good. Sweeper here. Right here. No bounce.
Line's great.
Right here. No bounce. Right here.
Whoa. Off.
Beautiful.
Oh boy.
Beautiful. Look at that angle. It's just perfect. Not only is that speed dead on, but you can release that yellow whenever you want.
Just a bit, just to get it off. Just throw like top button weight.
Okay.
Top button.
The game's changed, hasn't it, Russ? This particular game I'm speaking of, when you think back to those first 2, actually the first 3, very open, not too complicated. You know, they traded their deuces. Now suddenly at 4-4 and playing in 7, and we're into that nip and tuck and hit and roll and angle game.
Yeah, and that's what Brad Jacobs likes. They're really good at it. But in this case, the scoreboard dictates it for British Columbia. They're trying to force Brad Jacobs to take a single here, have hammer in 8, possibly 10, and win the game.
Hold out's fine. What Brad's not doing as well this game is being able to score his multiples with the hammer. Jimmy Cotter is putting some pressure on him and getting that force. So that's something they're so good at doing.
EJ Harden works for the Ontario
What do you want to do?
Lottery and Gaming
Nose it in the mouth.
Commission
Okay.
to sit 3.
I like that grab a little bit.
I just don't think we're taking enough ice. That's the third one we've overcurled there.
Yeah.
It's tight whether we can kill it.
Yep.
Newfoundland, Labrador, Northwest Territories, after we saw in 5, Cooey steal 1. This game is slowed up for some reason?
Well, it's probably had about a 10-minute delay. Brett Gallant flipped his rock back and the whole handle fell off. And so they had to go and get another one. It was like the Flintstones all over again.
Really?
And so this whole end, though, was really Newfoundland and Labrador. And that yellow stone that is shot, buried by Jamie Cooey on his spinal stone so perfectly, there's no chance for Brad to follow that down and tap it out. So this is the draw for the single, needs full 4 foot.
Easy. Line's fine. Line's fine. Line's fine. Piece of the floor. Keep a brush down.
Judge, guys.
And there is the draw for the single Newfoundland Labrador. Hello. We have a problem. Barney Rubble, can you help me out, please?
Boy, beauty. What a great shot.
EJ Harnden.
Well, they knew the angles weren't setting up really great for them.
Great
and
shot,
EJ really set it up.
Just takes the paint off that top yellow to redirect it. All of a sudden, you have to be careful not to give up a couple here now.
Hard, guys,
Mentioned that
hard,
Ryan Kuhn is a pilot for WestJet.
Good.
And we'll sit there, top edge of the 8 foot.
Sweet.
Really nice roll because Jacob's team cannot, in this case Ryan Fry, roll in towards the center and separate this dude because he'll jam it. So he has to roll towards the top of that other back red Northern Ontario rock, and then there's a double.
Whoa, no.
Don't roll out. Sticking?
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Good, right?
Good shot.
Yeah.
Mr. Fry looks pretty sharp this week.
What kind of weight do you like?
That's splittable, eh?
Regular?
Nose
Right,
hip.
Kate? Nose hip. Yeah.
They're looking at that stone just out in front as being splittable. Remember now that it is Northern Ontario that does have the last rock. They have the hammer here in the 7th.
That's right.
Clean.
Whoa.
Goes quite a ways out on this one.
Yep. Whoa.
Trying to catch it. Oh, he'll just touch it on the way by, and not enough.
Saw that in the other game. The swing's so hard to the bleachers that it's so dead straight on the out turn, and any back motion you get nothing at all.
Yeah, it fell backy.
Let's just make a call.
I don't know. I don't like the end.
Okay, let's play it. Yeah.
New Brunswick and Quebec, and New Brunswick is sitting the 1. Final stone to come here from Quebec, and Jean-Michel Menard.
Well, Quebec had the paint split. We're lying 2, and that red stone did roll from the other side of the house, but didn't roll quite far enough. And so it is a wide open shot, though.
And you can hear Martin Crete. This is a brush for Eric Sylvain, Philippe Menard.
Edmonton can hear Martin.
For the two, Quebec looking to win their first.
Yeah, sweet.
Now I missed the call. Were they playing the split and missed it?
Yeah, they tried it and they just haired it, ticked it over, and rolled back forefoot here.
Roll over the top. So probably we could still make the double.
Bad break because it sets up a double for Cotter.
I think he had good weight on the split. It just needed to come up another, because you're trying to get some separation.
Just control, Jimmy?
Good control,
Yeah, I like that.
So if it stays out, we make the double, or we'll just roll right on top.
Yeah, you heard Ryan say on his it fell back even.
Yeah.
And that might have been just being out further into the 12-foot.
I like the fact that it's a little twisted, a little sloped.
You would.
Yeah.
You are our twisted mister. Jim Cotter.
Throwing a softer weight on this double, and it's a nice call because he's got two options. If he hits it thick, he can roll over towards that red Northern Ontario stone.
Yep. Whoa, 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 off, off.
Yep, whoa,
Yep,
whoa,
whoa, off, off.
One and over, and two and out.
Brilliant. This is
good call, Ryan.
Good throw.
just soft weight. Very nice weight control.
That ran straight too.
Sure did.
Now, they have to be smart. You can't say the ice is getting straighter. It's always been straight on that side. It's the other turn still might curl, so you can get fooled the other way now. This has to be playing on Brad Jacobs' mind a little bit. They played well. They had a chance to split to sit 3. Now it's going to be a blank.
Yeah, but if there's a saving grace here is if they get the blank, they'll take that last rock to 8, right?
Exactly, and they wouldn't be unhappy with that. They'd love hammer an 8.
Well, from that look, is it PEI or Team Canada?
I don't know. It's
Okay.
they have looked at it very hard. John went and looked at it. Adam went and looked at it, and there's really not much that he can do with it. And so this is the draw to the button, and then
Have a look.
yeah, absolutely.
Adam Casey.
Line's really nice.
Well, last 3 shots have been draws on
Should be
top,
good, eh?
so we should have a pretty good idea
Throw
of
Adam,
the weight.
I think.
For the one.
One, us, red.
And it is. One for Prince Edward Island, trying to win their first. Team Canada. 1-1 coming in.
Roll. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Right off.
No.
Right off.
No.
Right off. Off. Off.
Maybe. Good.
Shot.
How nice is that, huh?
Oh, he really had to stick that too, or you give him another split.
Pretty straight.
They still think it's split.
Yeah, I do.
Timeout being called by Northern Ontario.
Yeah, it's still there. He rolled out just enough that
Yes.
they might be able to make it.
Hammer's big and evens. It's
what?
I said it's good to go to the evens too.
Yeah.
I know.
Whatever you want to throw, I'm fine with. It's up to you. If you're comfortable with the split, but
my first instinct is blank.
Yeah.
Because
I think blank, even if we get forced an 8, we're still in good shape,
still
right?
in control.
Like if that rock was here,
yeah, no, I agree.
I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah. You got to throw, to get that in, you got to throw enough to go through if we miss it. What do you think, Tom?
Tom Coulterman is their longtime coach.
You like the blank?
Yeah.
Okay.
What Erickson, did you say? Yeah.
Okay. Good.
What are we doing here? Just
What?
how are we doing this?
I like the out.
Bang it off that?
Well, in half rock.
Really well thought out. If the rock was here, the split's that much easier. But because of where it is, it's tough to get it on the paint when you have to hit it at an angle to get them both in. So you then have to throw it harder. You breeze right by. It's a steal of 1. You have to keep control of this game. Hammer an 8. with a team like Jacobs, they'd be pretty happy with that.
Well, and even if you only got it in for one and you're forcing yourself basically in an odd end, which you don't want that either, so pretty risky.
How much problem is that little bit of a catcher just outside the rings there?
I think it can jam, but if it does jam, Brad's Rocky Stone right now will be shot rock.
Okay.
Straight to it all the way.
The Brush brothers, CJ, Ryan, bang, and away it goes. So a blank in 7 is our first blank in the game. That all-important last rock, though, stays with Northern Ontario as we go to the 8th. Northern Ontario opened with last rock, scored a deuce. We traded 2 singles, and then in 5 and 6, singles again. And in that 6th, it was a lovely touch shot by Jim Cotter that got him his single.
Yeah, because they were in trouble facing 3, and the Rockies aiming at 2/3 buried, and it's all about speed, all about angle. You have to do everything right here to have a chance to get shot rock. If Jimmy misses this, but if he cues this up the wrong way, he's not going to have a shot with his last one. Look at that.
He got another chance with his second, couldn't get it to the 4-foot, scored the single, and that is the key shot. We're tied at 4, and it's brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere. Sunday afternoon, day 2 of the Brier here in Calgary. And after the blank in 7, here in 8, once again, it will be Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs out of the Sioux Curlers Association in Sault Ste. Marie. It does have the last rock playing the Redstones.
Should be there.
Got room?
Should be all there.
Okay, well then. Tons room.
T+, Jim. Yeah, it's heavy. Some of the good stuff, so. Probably back 8.
Right
back
on.
12.
We'll just leave it.
Back 12.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
They must have just stayed in the better stuff.
Rick's centerline guard also slid a lot tighter than they wanted to.
We talk a lot of time when you play in a curling club, the ice tends to deteriorate. It's it's slow in the first end, and maybe it's nice till about the 3rd or 4th, and tends to slow down, especially in the middle. So we talk about that a lot, and it will slow down a little in the middle here too. But they're always raising the temperature to keep the ice from stagnating, and sometimes you can get it up high enough that it's greasier late in the game, and they will get a little more speed.
Come on. Hard. Straight up hard. Line's good. Go. Hard, boys. Hard, EJ. Go, go, go. Keep on, keep on. Good. Whoa.
Shot,
good sweep, guys.
Wrapping it around that corner, sitting it on the edge of the 8.
Like that?
Yeah. Hit and roll
Just
to the
that
center.
silly little error being deep with that yellow stone for British Columbia. Now it's all defensive shots.
Yeah.
Even if you make this, you're probably going to see Northern Ontario go around.
Tyrell Griffith.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Curl.
Run it back and got it.
Oh, nice.
And he'll leave the shooter out there covering the edge of the 8.
Beautiful shot, but now you have to do it again. Easy spot to hide one here.
Real good.
Got room. Line's good.
What?
Line's good. Room.
Lots of line.
Line's good. Yep.
Lots of line.
Room.
Tons of line. Just wait.
Room still. Line's good. Line's good. It's all you.
Lots
Right
of
about
line.
here. Right about here. Easy. Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
That was by the guard by 6 or 7 inches. They didn't even have to work at it after it got by to bury it.
Same throw.
Well, and I like the sweepers never are far off it. Like even when Brad's yelling line's good, they're aware to know that that's going to curl. So they're keep the brooms down and stay close on it.
Whoa.
Can't be wide here.
Whoa.
Yep.
Roll it off.
Okay.
Just guard.
Do you crave more awesome TV? Well, Crave TV has all you can watch for only $4 a month. For details, visit cravetv.ca.
Whatever you like. So there's lots of rocks to come, eh?
Yeah.
Play the guard.
We could go to the back, too. We could go to the very back, too.
Well, it leaves them a free hit and roll.
Yeah, and then we make the double. The run.
I like the guard.
Guard. Okay, I like this.
That's the more common option to guard it when it's early. It's still second stones rocks. I think if this was Ryan Fry's last one, you wouldn't think about doing this. But
No, it's early enough in the end, and try and waste some rocks by BC.
What, you would go behind the center guard otherwise, would you?
yeah, or split the rings,
Okay.
or you could go to the back, or you'd sit two somewhere.
Sit.
Oh,
Needs to stop. Sit.
Shot.
Sit.
You might be able to get at that now.
One turn too many. Newfoundland Labrador, again, some 10 minutes behind, as you said, Kathy, because of the broken stone. Final rock on the way for Jamie Cooey out of Yellowknife.
Well, Brad Gushue was lying too, and he ticked on the guard on the first one and rolled in, and it was that rolled in shot that Brad Gushue hit to lie 3. And so this is a draw, needs full court, actually biting the button.
Trying to even their record at 1-1. Very nice, as he'll cover the pin.
Beautiful run back on our sheet by Ryan Kuhn, and they're hanging in there trying to stop these complete come-arounds every time.
Guys. Line's the same. Little more line than the last. Wait. Should be fine.
Almost teed.
Okay, well, clean.
Don't want you.
Okay. It's burying. It's burying.
Line's good.
It's back there.
That's okay. Sit. All right.
We started the day talking about the battle of the Ryans at third, and its advantage Fry at 86-73, and it's the draw weight that has let Ryan Kuhn down. And on the scoreboard, of course, it's a 4-4 tie. The player numbers are brought to you by Ford, proud partners with Curling Canada for 21 years.
Hopefully, for Ryan's sake, you got a good look at Ryan Fry's come around here, because it slid beautifully. It's not slowing down in this spot, that's for sure.
Back 8. Whoa.
And sometimes even to the wings, you'll throw down the slide path and it'll start to get a little fudgy there, but the wings, the pebble is perfect out there. Get that extra glide.
No bounce.
Back 8, back 12.
Stay close.
Back 12 still.
Stay close. Whoa.
Back 12.
Whoa.
Set.
Good. Good.
Just.
I think you're just sitting on it,
Good call on the weight.
Bump it off a hair would be good.
Bump it a hair would be good.
Same weight.
I'd love to be right on the nose with this one of Fry's. Just tap the yellow-red combo a bit so the yellow one doesn't hit the back red if they have to hit it with the next shot.
You don't think they can get across the nose now and just push it back enough?
I don't think so, Vic, or they'd be playing it.
All right.
So if they just glue this on but tap the red back a bit, then the yellow's long gone if they get a chance to hit it.
We're bouncing it.
So it may not curl enough. Just loosen that yellow. Very nice. Very, very nice shot.
Perfect.
Great toss, mate.
My frickin' wires got wrapped around my knee.
Obviously, we can't overcurl it.
Oh, we're not going to be buried. He pounds on it.
Exactly.
And
If
we're
we're
gone.
here, then they're all gone.
Okay.
Like, we got to absolutely nut it.
We like your
There.
high 90s?
Yeah.
High 90s?
Yeah,
But
98.
the outturn come around that center.
97,
I
98.
like it.
Which one?
I like the outturn camera.
Okay, me too.
What do you think?
Quebec got 2 in 7 to take a 3-point lead, and Quebec sitting the 1 or 2.
It is 1. Jean-Michel in his last stone used that corner guard, went around it, buried, And so it is forcing Jeremy to go outside that
Keep it
and
clean,
take his
keep it
point.
clean, guys.
8 foot will do.
So there's that guard that I didn't see. There's that stone that I didn't see.
And here comes the rock that's not in that you did see.
To the back four for the single for Jeremy Millay from the Thistle St. Andrews and St. John.
Well, Jim looked at the freeze, but they just have to be so perfect on it. He thinks his better opportunity is coming around the center.
Absolutely, because if it's something like that, down comes the bullet, that one's gone, and it's a sitting 3 with hammer. Dangerous situation. That's why they threw this very first shot at the end. That's the one that almost didn't stay in that free guard zone, and now it's could be the savior for British Columbia.
Okay, go then.
Tight line, yep. Yep.
Team Canada trying to chip away at this Prince Edward Island lead. Now, if they bang this and run this back, can they get their deuce?
It's tough. He has to hit it on an angle, and he's making it a little bit more complicated. He had a chance to hit to lie 2 on his first and instead tried to play the freeze and came short. That's the one he's running back right now.
Pat Simmons calling line, stuffed it, and now they'll look, and it's just the one.
I think so. Maybe it's closer.
Oh, they're going to call for a measure. So we'll update you. Team Canada has at least one.
It's close.
The only out for BC might be if Brad slides a little deep on this and gives them a chance to follow it down.
Yeah, Jimmy was light on that cover run by a lot.
Line's good.
Room. You got lots of line.
Yep.
Just line.
I'd like to go if you can.
Heavy.
Back four.
You got lots of line.
T. Back 4.
Make room for 2. Make room for 2.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Center line back 4.
Come on. Really did not think that was heavy.
Sorry?
Really did not think that was heavy.
Jeez.
What do they get caught on there, Russ, if anything?
We got to be up here.
I think the ice is actually getting a hair faster, and then Jim Cotter maybe pulled the string a bit thinking that way, which fooled Brad. I think it's just a hair faster because a lot of those corner guards, they weren't brushing any of them going around the corners.
Probably not that much.
Brad's had his draw weight, so you know he said he didn't think that would be heavy. So feel wise, he thought it was good.
This should slide better. And we'll watch it later. So.
If it's a hair quicker, and Jimmy was 8 feet light on his first one, he could overreact here.
Okay. Just let us know your line right away. Okay.
Final stone for BC and Jim Cotter. Do they want to come right back to shot stone or leave it high?
No.
You could. I think they're calling for high or deep, Vic, but high works if it's buried.
Oh, off. Really
heavy. So a little heavy, they're saying.
No.
Griffith, Sawatsky.
Don't touch it.
Oh boy. And this just may open the door to 3.
Sorry, guys.
Think he can get across and push it back?
I don't think so,
No,
Vic.
okay.
The line's good.
I mean, I think they'll play it maybe just take it at the end if they can. You know, use your sweepers, but don't throw for that.
So it's up to Brad to throw T-line weight or a little short of T-line. And like you say, if the line's really close to the guard, those big arms on the front end might be able to tap it far enough. You tried to throw this on your own, you'd miss it wide.
Whether there's enough steam in that stone to push it back enough for 3. You're really just trying to get it back for 2 if you could.
Yes.
Back 4.
No then.
And
Final stone.
definitely make sure you get your one.
Last weight.
Crowd starting the wave, so heads up, heads down, all on its own. Will it make the move across? No, it won't, but it'll sit there enough to get the single.
Great shot.
Northern Ontario take the lead by 1. Well, it's time now for the M&M Beach House Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca. Enter the secret word for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to the 2016 Brier in Ottawa. And the prize includes tickets, hotel, airfare. First 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants get an M&M discount. Finalend.ca after we give you the secret word. From here in Calgary on this Sunday afternoon, beautiful outside actually. It's going up to +2, but then the mercury diving to around -12 tomorrow with snow in the forecast, and then the Chinook will start to blow in. The weatherman says sunny right through next weekend, and temperatures as high as 10 and 12 degrees. Northern Ontario has the lead. BC has the last rock here in 9. Center guard went up, around goes BC, and this is the second stone for the lead from Sault Ste. Marie, Ryan Harnden.
Just for weight. No bounce. Whoa.
Northern Ontario wasn't happy with that, having to take that single there.
Attaboy. Good.
Remember that Team Canada had 1 and they measured. It was just 4, a single, that's all they got. So Prince Edward Island continues to lead. Adam Casey up 5-4 as they go to the 9th.
Weight's good.
That's why, even though with the single, by taking that blank, by Jacob's team taking that blank in 7, it still gives them 2 hammers to 1 and the control effectively.
No.
They're so used to scoring their deuce or more.
Oh, great shot, Swat.
Oh, wow.
Rick Sawatsky.
That's within a half an inch of being perfectly buried on a rock that's only 2.5 feet above it.
He's had a good game.
Go for top 8. Got room.
Lots of line.
Lots of line.
Tons of line.
No bounce. Lots of line.
Tons of line.
Lots of line, guys.
90% so far for Rick Sawatsky.
Tons of line.
It's close.
Needs to curl. No. Wait. Only if you have to. Only if you have to. Oh, no. Curl. Okay, good throw.
You see how hard it was for Rick to put his where he did.
Top 8.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, give me a 10 there, Ty.
Okay.
And we talk about it all the time. Rick got to the inside. EJ didn't, so there's a little bit of room here. Not much, but a little bit of room to try to get to the inside again. It'll make all the difference.
Where is it?
Terrell Griffith.
Heavy right now. Back 4. Back 4.
No line.
Tapping. Still tapping. Back 4, back 8. Hey, stay close, so stay close. Yep. Whoa.
Okay.
Good.
Good shot.
Really nice.
I like those angles better.
Yep.
We gotta run it.
They might have to run that long red right back. I think they're in trouble here.
Try and nut the nose.
Right on the nose.
Yeah, dead nose.
Keep the guard here.
Make 2 yellows go away if they nose the red guard.
Those 2 yellows in the top 8. EJ Harnden. Come up right on the nose, run it back, and we'll get rid of 1. It does leave the guard still in front.
That yellow double I don't think is available because of the guard.
He's got a tie right now.
we're sitting 2.
He'd go here.
Right on top of it again. Yeah, I like that. All right, hairless. He's back 4. He has 10.
How dangerous is this, Russ? In as much as, yeah, you go down on top, but if you don't you have the chance to run that yellow back?
Yeah, and then this could set up a yellow double or triple if Ty's a little bit heavy here. Ponce is open. Now, he shouldn't be heavy, just threw it, but
stay clean.
You obviously can't reckon the guard either. A lot of things can go wrong here.
I'm wondering if you wouldn't go the other way, draw the other way with the in-turn. And
yeah, you definitely could, or just even open side, because you are sitting 2 already. But Jimmy's trying to sink another one and really apply the pressure.
Gotta go hard. Run this way, run. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Okay, that works.
Good. 7-5. Quebec leads. Yellowstone 4-foot back edge. That belongs to Quebec. This is a what? Tap or draw for the second?
Well, I'm not really sure because it's not mic'd. I'm guessing that he might be playing off of the red stone out in the wing to roll in.
Okay.
Looks like that is what he's doing.
Jean-Michel Menard. Trying to hold it, Sylvain. Menard. And roll it in and hang on to the back. And did he roll too far?
I think he did.
Yeah.
1 it is. 1 for Quebec.
Oh, il était tough, finalement. T'avais vraiment pas beaucoup de marge. Je pensais que t'étais bon.
How good is this?
Well, this is the reason why you don't want to group the stones against Ryan Fry because of his run backs.
Nice control.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Hard. Oh, gotta go. Yep. Sit.
Shot.
Good.
Prince Edward Island sitting 1 right on the pot. And enough curl there to get in to grab enough of the button for 2?
Well, there is, because he needs really full 4-foot, a bite of the button, and it does finish hard. This young guy from PEI, Adam Casey, can draw. He has made some fantastic shots to put so much pressure on Team Canada today.
Well, don't forget, he's a former Canadian junior champion, played 3 years with Brad Gouchou before coming home to PEI. And
maybe not.
Too far.
Close.
1 it is.
One. Play top 4, top 4.
Aiming for weight. That slide's nice.
Yeah, that slide's nice out here. 10.
Okay.
Little bit. Like to go. Gotta go line.
Go. Line's real good. Top 4, guys.
Gotta go line.
Top 4. Hard.
Hard line.
Hard. Go, guys. Go.
Sawatsky and Griffith.
Go.
Gotta go. Gotta chap it, guys. Chap it.
Go.
Would love to bounce it off if they can.
Hit. Sweet.
20.
Funny, last thing we heard from them, it should be okay out here. It's sliding just perfectly out here.
Yeah, and sometimes that's a image you throw into the thrower's head that, oh, whoops, I guess I better not throw it deep. Although it wasn't really line there. If he throws a little more speed, that gets by easy.
You thinking just whacking that?
What's that?
You thinking of just whacking those? I mean, if we just whack those, he's coming in.
Timeout.
Well, hold on. We're ahead of them for time right now. You like, if we just double peel.
Double?
Well, yeah, and he's coming here.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if we want to try to get in here first.
Yeah.
We can wrap it around all the way to here.
Yeah.
It's not the end of
It's
the world.
not bad.
Yeah.
Like, he can't throw much weight here, so if we're buried and like here, it's jamming, it's staying.
Yeah.
I think the draw.
Newfoundland and Labrador leading, and they are sitting 2. And the final stone to be played by Brad Gouchou. Look at that brush on the edge of the 12. Final stone on the way, Kathy.
Well, Jamie Cooey tried to go through that hole, tried to get around the guard and draw in on his final stone, and he rubbed the guard. And that allows Brad the chance for 3. Needs full 4-foot.
Back 4.
Hold in.
Little hot. No.
Line's real good. Close.
Brett Gallant, Jeff Walker, the brush. Mark Nichols calling line.
You're good.
And sits perfectly. What a shot.
Wow.
Newfoundland, Labrador, Guju. 8-4, looking to win 3 in a row.
Just lies. Line's good.
Brad's decided to just be the one to get there first. They looked at doubling those yellow ones and decided that BC would just come around anyway, so they're going to try and get there.
Boy, this is a huge carry now. The Brush brothers trying to wrap this around if they can, and this. Keep it going, fellas. A little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, there's the rub, and
they gave up on that one. But, no reason to.
What?
What?
Well, Ryan dropped right off.
That was great.
We're not there. We're not anywhere near there.
Right there, Ryan disappears.
you wonder if he would have stayed with it, if they could have, in fact, wrapped it around.
We said to jump.
And roll in. They bump it back. Yeah. Okay.
A little fortunate that they did brush it enough that it got deep. If it stays a foot higher, then there's such an easy double. Sit 3.
Shade more. Bumper? Yeah.
Jimmy's just going to try to nose it, get as close to that yellow one in the rings as he can.
Solid bump.
Some of these will go.
Up, close. Whoa, clean. Whoa, whoa. Stop. Off. Right off. Whoa. Off. Curl up. Off.
Shot.
Good.
Bangs it on the nose. Shot stone, though, belongs to Northern Ontario without last rock here now.
He's good. He's gonna. Yeah. Right here.
Back 4 is fine. Yeah.
Dangerous little shot if for some reason you missed the paint here, or you tick that front yellow.
Same weight.
There's a chance to sit 3 for BC. Don't disagree with the call, but
No, I like it. The problem with where they are, we watched a few of these and they hung for a little bit, but then they did finish hard at the end once they got. So it's just being ready on that and trying. You need to get it buried too.
he's had great draw weight.
How important is it where this stone stops?
Run in a bit.
Just as long as it's buried, it's not a big deal. It can be back 4.
Close.
We can wait.
You'd like top 4, puts a lot more pressure.
Pete,
Still got a curl.
Pete.
You can go here. You can go here. Yep.
Try to get most of that forward there.
Hard. Keep going, Pete. Keep going, Ryan.
Keep going.
Good.
Right, just back of the tee, back edge of the 4 to sit the 2.
Very nice.
I'm not sure if that drags. Should.
Well, he paid that lovely angle raise in 6 for a single. Is that what's left here? Or does he try and follow this one down?
Or else we're going to be tied up coming home.
I think it's 2 choices. I think you can play that long run.
We even got this one, right?
This one here, Vic, you could run this in here.
Is it into that side?
And you might be able to make that double.
I think it might carry it that way, hey?
You're on this side. I think it should push that way.
Wow.
If it does, it's for 3.
I think it goes back on it.
Option B is tap this thing in. Get your one and live another day.
Well, I guess it's kind of risk reward. Are you okay if you give up a steal and you're down 2 with hammer coming home?
I don't think so either. I think it catches it too much that way and goes straight
Yeah,
back.
I think so too. I think it's this way.
I think it's either that or the tap. I think this one's there. Okay. It's whether we want to be tied up or we want to
Odds, what are the percentages say? Like, I don't know. I don't mind going for it. if you like it, Jimmy, I think it's there.
I think Jim's got a
Yeah,
sneak.
but it's only for. Oh, I don't think it is. I don't think those angles line up.
Is the hair? Is it a hair? Hair on the left side?
I don't know if we get the shooter out.
Not sure. I'm not sure. You think it makes it, Jim?
You know what? I don't mind. What's that? I'm just thinking I might take one on this. Play this.
Okay. Okay. Can I hold it back here? You want it up there?
The problem with this one is if it doesn't come off at all, it's a 3-point lead with one of the best hitting teams in the country. But taking your single, if you make it, the tap, doesn't guarantee a victory either. So scoreboard's kind of dictating his hand a little bit here, but it's there. I think, I really do. I think if he hits the yellow a little on the left-hand side, maybe at 11 o'clock, that red double could be there.
Down by 1.
Whoa!
Playing for the win here, possibly with his last. Run it back. Oh, and he nearly touched his own up. But that was a big gamble. Yeah, that really was for BC and Cotter.
It's a good throw.
That's you know, in hindsight, you play the angle raise to tie it, and then you try a steal coming home. This way, he gives up the steal of 2. 7-4 Northern Ontario.
The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2015 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Sponge Towels, Paper Towels, nothing absorbs like it. And by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Well, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shops Final End Challenge. Secret word is clean. So right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter that secret word clean for a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to the 2016 Brier in Ottawa. On this Sunday afternoon, draw 4, Tim Hortons Brier. And we, during the break, all sort of shook our heads and went, nope, wrong call for Jim Cotter to try and run it back, sort of an all or nothing kind of shot. Gives up the steal of 2, so trails now 7-4, but does have the last rock playing here in 10. I mean, if you play the angle raise, I mean, no guarantees on anything, but if you pick up your single, Russ, you're tied, and you're trying to steal the win.
Jimmy makes so many of those big ones. I think they were kind of hoping that they'd make another one, but when there's that much separation, when you're running a guardian from that long a distance, 1/4 of an inch, even half of a 1/4 of an inch, an 1/8 of an inch, you're not even going to be close. That had to be so precise. And then nobody was really convinced that even if he hit it in the right spot, was that going to go back and make the double. So it's easy from up here.
And it's been such a close game back and forth that if you just keep it that way, that's where you might see your bit of an error somewhere and get your opportunity.
Fine, right here, guys. It's tight. It's good.
Now you notice with the Jacobs team, if you're a young skip getting into the sport, 3 up, they threw the first one through. And they didn't even attempt on the second one, really, because anywhere Jacobs puts a red rock with a 3-point lead is in the wrong spot.
We have our first final.
Good job, buddy.
Eric Sylvain with a hello to back home. And Quebec wins their first final 8-5. Jean-Michel Menard over Jeremy Mallet from the Thistle St. Andrews, St. John, New Brunswick.
Yep.
Brad Jacobs and not even trying double peels unless they're gimmies, because it's just a chance to maybe hit it thick and leave your throwing rock in play. And Just hit one, roll away, hit one, roll away, you win the game.
Good.
We'll stay to the customary out turn.
Yeah, every peel.
Yep, 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 yep.
Ryan Prime. Ryan Kuhn.
Clean it. T-line back 8. Back 8's good. Got room. There. Back 8. Yep. Line's fine. Got a curl. Switch. Yep, 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 yep. Good sweep, guys.
Nice speed from Ryan. It's only his second game, so we're, you know, his percentage isn't quite as high as it will be at the end of the week. You just know he's going to get that feel. He played better this game than he did game 1.
Yep, 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 yep. All the way hard.
Unfortunately for him, he's playing
Never
this guy.
Hard. Gotta roll that.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Well, that's unusual from Ryan.
Yeah, is it ever?
I'm going to suggest to you, too, that this Northern Ontario team at times didn't look very sharp tonight.
No, they didn't. There was, you know,
6-1.
that sweeping mistake that we saw where they got off that one and didn't quite finish it, and it ticked, and just not what you normally do, which is, again, goes back to Cotter maybe keeping it close because you may see a mistake out of them. They haven't been as sharp as normal.
Yeah, a couple of rollouts, couple of jams. They did let BC off the hook a couple times.
Toppy! Gotta go!
Slight chance now. You bury this one. What does Brad do? Does he play the run back? If he misses the run back, you drop to 3.
Hard, guys, hard! Hard, guys. Hurry! Hard, 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 hard. Okay, yep. Keep going.
Making 3 straight wins for Newfoundland Labrador and Brad Bouchou. 8-5 over the Territories. And Jamie Cooey, who drops his first 2.
Ryan's still going through the post-mortem.
He's not happy.
No.
Well, that's what makes this team so great, is just they do not accept anything but perfect out there. Sometimes that's hard on a team, though.
Well, Kathy, Team Canada needs a couple, and PEI is sitting 2. What's John Morris got in his bag of tricks here?
Well, it's a really tough shot. He's trying to play the thin double and hope that the red will go off the yellow and out.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Rycroft, Thiessen, Simmons calling line. Final stone by the guard, and across and underneath. And it'll be one more for Prince Edward Island. And they are going to win their first, and it's over John Morris, over Team Canada and Morris. The PEI having come through that pre-qualifying tournament with wins.
Hard line.
Nova Scotia, Yukon eliminated. They're now 1-1.
Hard. Short. Hard. Go, 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 go. Yep. Go, 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 go. Okay.
We talked at the start of the week of how the top teams, somebody's just mathematically not going to do well. You've got 2 losses out of Morris today. 0-2 for the great Manitoba. There's one more Briers than anybody else. And then you look at Kevin Cooey, one of the pre-tournament favorites, hasn't won a game yet.
Wait.
Yeah, he could be a big log jam.
Game time. Good luck.
And that will run the BC team out of stones. Make it 3 straight wins for Northern Ontario. And Brad Jacobs make the final 7-5. And BC Cotter now 1-1, which leads us to the game story, and a cautious start by both teams as they traded those deuces. But yes, in 9, that questionable call. He elected to play for the bundle to possibly get 3, gave up the steal of 2, and that really is your difference. The game story brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. So on either side of the Saddle Dome, we see 2 teams win their 3rd. Newfoundland Labrador, Northern Ontario, Marquette of Ontario Idle. And then you look down again, and so far, and granted it's on this just the 2nd day, but certainly 2 provinces, 2 teams unfamiliar at being in this position, even early. Alberta, Manitoba, winless at 0-2. Olympic gold medalists signing autographs. A reminder, we're back to you, or back with you at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time again. Multi-sheet coverage, first time ever, making history here at the Brier. You will see New Brunswick, Manitoba on 3 and 5, on 1 and 4, Ontario against Alberta. So till we talk with you again this evening, thank you for joining us here in Calgary. The Tim Hortons Brier is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.